Hi guys, it is Irene back with another video for you guys. Today I am doing a video. I have my little cheat sheet per the usual about 4 things body contours do wrong. And I am guilty of all of these things, especially when I first got started. So hopefully I can speak to somebody who is just now getting started and you guys can just fix these mistakes a lot faster and a lot sooner than I did. So learn from me. Don't make my mistakes. Be better than me. So 4 things body contours do wrong. Number one is applying too much pressure when doing body sculpting. Now, I know a lot of people have a stigma about body sculpting being painful. I have had tons of clients come to me from other body contourists and tell me, why is it with this body contourist, I was so bruised after my session, up and down my rib cage, on my abdomen, everywhere, but with you, I'm not bruised. And I say it's just the amount of pressure that body sculptor was applying. I tell everybody, because I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, I say everybody has their own technique of doing things. Now, keep in mind, when you are moving these wands, especially on the fattier areas like the abdomen and the thighs, pressure is required. That's how the sound waves go through the fatty deposits. However, you don't need to put your full body weight on your clients. They should not be badly bruised after the session. You do want to apply a little bit of pressure. Make sure that you're moving that subcutaneous fat. Make sure that it is flat, flush to the surface, but there's no need to dig and put all your body weight on the client. Putting too much pressure or an excessive amount of pressure does not make fat cavitation work any better. That is a myth. So that is one thing that I see a lot of body contours do wrong. We don't want to hurt our clients. We don't want to bruise our clients. We want to stray away from that body contouring is painful myth or stigma. That is the first thing that a lot of body contours do incorrectly. The second thing is not regarding the service itself, but the second thing is not saving 30% of every sale into a tax account. What that means is, say your sessions are $100, you need to get that $100, subtract 30% of that, and put that away in a separate account. Why? Because every time you do your taxes, I do my taxes quarterly. I know you can do them yearly or quarterly. You're more likely than not going to owe some type of money, whether it's to the state or at the end of the year when you do your taxes for federal. If you go over a certain income threshold, you are required to pay. So if you save 30% of every transaction, that gets rid of the kind of fear factor, like, oh crap, I owe this much. Where am I going to get this much money? It's always best to put 30% of every transaction away off to the side. Even if you don't make enough to owe money, you have that extra 30%. and stuff sitting there as just in case money, emergency money. Oh crap, my machine broke money. I have to get another one money. So it's always good to have that set aside in the first place. More often than not, put it away for taxes, because more often than not, you're going to have to pay. But even if you don't, it's there. It's just a good general rule of thumb that I definitely recommend you do. I did not do that. So when I filed my quarterly taxes for the state of California, I owed money. And I had to basically sell a whole bundle or 2 and then pay the state back. So again, learn from me. Be better than me. That is the second thing that body contours do wrong, not saving 30% of every transaction. The third thing a lot of body contours do wrong are not sticking to their policies and guidelines. Now, especially when you're first getting started, you do want to bend those policies as much as possible in order to get those clients. You want to get your foot in the door so you have a client or 2 or 3 to even work with. But I, especially when I first got started, bent my policies relatively early, and I regret it because those clients and customers still expected that treatment a year down the line. So if you start sticking to your policies, you have a good set of policies at first and you stick to them, those will do nothing but help your business, because the clients that will abide by those policies are the clients that you want in the first place. Now that I've been doing this for a couple years, I am definitely a stickler of my policies, and I definitely put my foot down. Mind you, that's given the situation. Everything is a case by case scenario. If somebody had an appointment and no showed because they got into a car accident or something serious, I'm obviously going to make an exception. But if it's like, oh, I slept in and I forgot, sorry, then I put my foot down and I stick to my policies. Sticking to your policies early is something I wish I would have done, and I recommend it for you or for anybody in the beauty industry who happens to be watching this. I know you want to be nice and you want to make everybody happy, but in the long run, if you let everything go, people will start to step on you, and it just doesn't ever end well. So that is the third thing. The fourth thing kind of goes along with the third thing, and that is not taking a deposit. So when I first got started, again, because I wanted to appease people, I did not take a deposit of any kind to book an appointment. If you are doing that, I recommend you stop doing that and you implement a deposit ASAP. A deposit holds that person accountable to show up for their appointment. Now, with my deposits, I only require a $25 deposit to secure your appointment. And then after you send that, your appointment gets accepted within our booking system, and that deposit is transferable once. Meaning, somebody books an appointment with me, they put their deposit, and then the day of, their kid got sick, they couldn't take it, I have to reschedule that appointment, that deposit is transferable. However, anytime after that, say they have to reschedule again, then they want to schedule an appointment with me the third time, they have to issue a new deposit. Deposits hold people accountable. Again, it goes back to, if you do not enforce policies, you do not have deposits, people will walk all over you. And when you don't have a deposit, that does nothing but makes the chance for no call, no shows that much higher, which in turn affects your business, because you are already there and you set up your disposables for that client. Now you have to waste them and toss them so you don't use your disposables. On top of that, that was an hour that another client could have booked that you kept open waiting for your client. Also, it is your time. I know everybody wants to be nice and not have a deposit, but if somebody no calls, no shows you, you got up, you got dressed, you took your kid to daycare, or whatever the case may be, you went to work and wasted the gas to get to work, or to the salon, or wherever you are operating body contouring, just for them to not show up. So it is very, very important that you have some sort of deposit to put down for your client. So those are all things that I did wrong when I first got started. I hope that you guys watching don't do those things, or if so, fix it, because in the long run, it'll do nothing but hinder you as a business owner. Now, just to really, really quickly recap on the 4 things that a lot of body contours do incorrectly. The first one is applying too much pressure. Our clients should never be severely bruised after these sessions. Number 2, the other mistake is not saving 30% of every transaction for taxes. Number 3 is bending your policies to make your clients happy. That is a mistake. And number 4 is not taking a deposit. So I hope I helped at least one person out there. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to get certified with us, go ahead and send me an email. We do via Zoom. We do online only. We have tons of options for you. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have an amazing day.